There is a faith or power that is released when you say it. When you say it. And remember from Mark chapter 11, verse 23, whosoever shall say unto this mountain, be thou removed and be thou cast into the sea, and shall not doubt in his heart, but shall believe that those things which he saith shall come to pass, he shall have whatsoever he saith. The Bible mentions saying there in some form in 3 times, and it mentions believing only once. It is to say oftentimes that we have to say things 3 times as much as we believe it. You know, if somebody keeps saying something to you like, you know, you cute, you may not believe it the first time. But if you keep hearing it from different sources, guess what you're going to start eventually believing? You'll be in the mirror one day and you say, I must be cute. But you didn't believe it the very first time that it was spoken. And let me say this to you. Don't wait for other folks to speak positive confessions. Speak them to yourself. There's a different power that is released when you believe what you say about yourself. The most important words that are spoken are the words that are spoken to the self in your own quiet times. What are you saying about yourself when you're with yourself? I mean, when you do things, you know, we are quick to blame ourselves, but we have to use the power of confession to be able to make a declaration to release faith. Remember, nothing happened in the world until God spoke. In the beginning, God created the heavens and the earth. Nothing happened until God started saying stuff. The earth was there, the Spirit of God was there. But the earth was still without form, and it was void. Even though the earth was there, it was still void. And it was void even though the Spirit of God was there. I know some people's lives today that are void, and the Spirit of God is over their life. But their life is still void. You know why? Because they haven't been saying the right things to give directions to the Spirit. The Bible says in Genesis 1 that the Spirit hovered over the earth. He was just sitting there marking time, as it were, just waiting on a word, a directive to say, this is where I should go. It was waiting on a word. Words program our computers. Words send a release to the Spirit. The Spirit will go with our words. Why do you think that we call it a eulogy? A eulogy is a good word. Literally means good word. A benediction. Benediction, bene, good diction. It's to speak, to say. It's a good saying. It is a good saying. It's very interesting when they begin to speak. And I like how the Latino community, when they are getting ready to leave, they say adios, which literally means to God. It is a blessing, a salutation, saying go with God. Adios, adios to God, go to God. And it becomes a prophetic blessing in the life of the person. So more than anything else, the Bible says covet to prophesy. When you prophesy, you are saying something with your mouth. If something is wrong in your life, you know what we have a tendency to do? We have a tendency to say what we have instead of Jesus said you'll have what you're saying. And so much can begin to change when you start changing what you say about yourself. And you have to even begin to filter people that you're going to be around, that you're going to allow to even speak into your life and destroy your self-esteem. And you have to start saying to yourself mentally, I don't receive that. I mean, you really do. You have to have a filter in your mind. I don't receive that. Are you crazy? No, I don't receive that. Now, you know, there's some folks, you know, you'll get in trouble if you say that out loud. So you have to say some things on the inside.